You're listening to the Tuesday Review. I'm Nathan, as always, joined by James. What's going on, James? What's made you happy in the last couple of weeks?
It's getting tough.
Man's not working right now.
I do have a few days off work, so that's good.
Oh, look at the big man over here. Has
Yeah.
time off, huh? You think you're better
He
than
works
us?
a real job. Also joined by Callum. Hang on, Callum. What's made you happy in the last couple of weeks?
I hope it's not a cop-out to use something you've used before, but this is, I guess, a little twist on that. World of Warcraft Classic has made me... You know what? It's a stress reliever. It's so slow-paced. I literally find my stress levels reducing when I play it, so haters gonna hate.
Also joined by Alum. Hang on, Alum. What's made you happy in the last couple of weeks?
Getting drunk.
That
Second.
drink responsibly, kids. But yes,
Seconded, yeah.
He was like, is it really making me happy or was it just taking the pain away for a bit? But I don't know.
What's the difference?
That's
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That is true, Mr. Berry.
As for myself, what's made me happy is I recently signed up to the streaming service Canopy, which is made free
Oh yeah.
through your lovely public library.
Mm.
And
Some
they
good
give
stuff
you
on there.
yeah, there's some really good stuff on there. All you need is a library card, and you can you join through the library, and then they give you like a amount of credits every month, and you can rent and
So you need
Watch
like
movies
a
and-
government library card, we'll call it.
well,
Yeah.
I got one through our local library.
Yes. But
yeah.
they're like run
Yeah.
by the government, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
So it
sure...
can't be like Joe Blow's library down the street. It's like a porno
No,
library.
no,
or
it's all
something.
registered. Yeah, no,
No
porno
public library.
No porno libraries. Yeah.
I'm also
It's
sure
a
that
pubic library, I'll have you know.
different councils might have different services available. So the one that we got was through Moreland.
Marybeck, sir.
Marybeck. But they all
Apologies.
they all service through Canopy as well.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna say all the
yeah.
canopies
See,
would be the
Yeah.
we
same.
now need a cut-in of the Arthur meme. It was like, having fun isn't hard with a library card.
Library
Yeah.
card.
So that kind of new service with some really good stuff on there that I don't have to pay for. That made me happy.
There's a lot of
Like a lot of Ken Burns on there.
yeah,
there's a lot of
PBS
good stuff on there, and there's a lot of services that people aren't aware that you can get through the library.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Library.
news to me.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. We're just doing a short episode tonight.
Yeah.
It's we're recording this a
Couple
couple days
days.
before Christmas.
Yeah. Just doing
Um,
a quick.
All thanks to our good friend Chris at Baked Audio.
That's it. Thank
Yeah.
you for Chris's equipment and support of the Tuesday Review. We'll move straight on in. We're going to talk about Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Tale.
Yes.
So
A Knives Out mystery?
Knives Out mystery, whatever.
It doesn't
is,
matter.
yeah.
The Knives Out qualifier.
Knives Out who done it.
Yeah. The Knives Out qualifier is just for marketing. Like
Yeah.
the movie's just called Wake Up Dead Man. The same thing happened with the Glass Onion.
Yeah.
It's just called Glass Onion.
It's a classic who done it featuring Daniel Craig as
Oh yeah, it's set in the same.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the third movie.
Benoit.
It's Benoit
Benoit.
Blanc.
Benoit Blanc.
It's Benoit Blanc.
Scooby Doo Doo.
Um,
That's a reference to the movie.
yeah, no, like I think we're fans of the Knives Out franchise and Rian Johnson in general.
I rewatched the first one. I think it's really a great movie.
Yes.
The first Knives
Yeah.
Out. Like
Yeah.
I remember when we saw it at the cinema and we all loved it. And I rewatched it. I got the 4K, and it just looks nice. It sounds nice. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's fun. The mystery is good. Even though I'd seen it a few times before and I knew what was coming, I like how it's all set up and then it's all knocked down.
I think that's a good kind of thing about the whodunit kind of genre of mystery movies. Is that like, even though you know what the kind of the ending is, you can watch all the little clues and
Yeah,
all
but
those little moments.
But some are better than others. Like
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
murder mysteries, you're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. They just pulled that out of nowhere at the
Yeah.
end,
Well,
and
And one thing I like about the first one is like Chris Evans does a very good douchebag. Like,
Yeah.
because some, again, when you're always like the high level star, like yes, he was Human Torch and stuff, and he was a bit douchey in that too. But like sometimes you can't pull both sides. Where I think Chris Evans does a pretty good douchebag kind of character.
Oh yeah, he's a scumbag.
well,
yeah.
the whole family in that are just awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the old lady.
yeah.
Ransom. Yeah. No, the first one was so good, and then Glass Onion came out, went straight to Netflix because I guess Lionsgate, who did the first movie,
Yeah.
didn't want to redo, and then sold the rights to Netflix, which is a shame. But I guess it's good that they keep making the movies. And that went on Netflix, and that was like during COVID, so it's kind of weird.
Mm.
Movie kind of incorporates COVID into the plot, which didn't really
Which-
seem necessary.
Unless you're making a movie about a pandemic, you shouldn't relate current events into a film like that specifically, because it's not going to age as well.
Yeah.
It didn't age as well. I rewatched Glass Onion as well, and yeah, it's just like you could probably cut out all the references to the pandemic, and it would just be a bit shorter and a bit tighter. And
Yeah.
yeah, but the Glass Onion is still good. I think it's not as strong as the first, but it's still a lot of fun, and the characters are fun, and figuring out the mystery. And it's not like just a retread
Yeah.
of the first mystery. It's like a different
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Well, he's a good director and he's a good storyteller.
Yeah,
Just don't give the man Star Wars.
Well, that's actually I know every
there's
time,
one blind spot.
every time we talk about this franchise, one of us always makes the sin of bringing up The Last Jedi, which we used to have the alarm sound
Yeah.
for. But it really is one of those things where it wasn't just a good movie; it was also, at least for us in this studio,
Knives Out or Glass Onion?
Knives Out. Like
Oh.
the franchise as a whole.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a palate cleanse after
Yeah.
a really bad
Well,
experience.
we talked about it when Knives Out came, because Last Jedi came out and was the less said the better. And then Knives Out was about to come out, and we were like, well, this is the test to see if he's completely lost it or if it was just that one Star Wars thing that he couldn't pull off.
Yeah.
And Knives Out was great. And so it's like, oh,
yeah.
okay, it's just that one thing. And then
Luckily,
Glass
yeah.
Onion was good. And now this new Wake Up Dead Man's really good. And the Poker Face TV show is good. So it's like, oh, okay, it's just that one thing that he really shit
Yeah.
the bed on.
Yeah.
I think that I was thinking it's good that he basically essentially doubled down on the murder mystery.
Yeah, well, everything he does
Yeah.
for the last few years has been murder mystery stuff.
And it's
even
great.
even Poker
Yeah.
Face to an extent.
Yeah, no, it's
just-
all murder mystery. Like, yeah, who done it?
Well,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
started his career with similar stuff, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brick,
with
Brick,
is kind
yeah.
of, and even Brothers Bloom has this kind of, mystery aspect to it. So, yeah, he's very good at it, and
and the world needs it.
yeah, I mean,
It's just fun.
it's fun, and
You can have a different scenario every time, different
I-
characters, a different situation. Like it's like the old school
Poirot, yeah.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Well, there, people are saying like Benoit Blanc is like the American Poirot. It's like,
Yeah.
and you could do another 10 of these movies and just have Daniel Craig come back every few years, and it doesn't matter really how old he gets because he's a detective. He doesn't have to
Yeah.
do stunts and big action scenes, and so yeah, if they do more of these in the future, that would be great. Like,
Well, they're doing another one. So there's a
yeah, but didn't you say that Ryan Johnson has an idea, but they're not like,
it's
Yeah.
it's greenlit in quotation marks in
Yeah.
the sense that he has permission to make another one,
Mm.
and he's going to make another.
But he's
one.
not ready yet.
But it's
Yeah.
not going to film like he's got the concept, but now
Yeah.
he has to figure out.
write the script,
And then it'll probably, I'm sure, it won't even shoot next year. It'll be
No.
like a 2027 production,
and that's
if
even
not 2028.
that's if he decides to do it as his next project.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping he goes off and does another
Yeah.
sort of
'Cause
thing.
I'd
I'd
'cause
like another film like Looper.
Looper, yeah.
Because
yeah,
I
awesome.
imagine with these kinds of whodunits, he probably works out the mechanism of behind the murder first, and then wraps a story around it. Because otherwise, how do
Yeah.
you make it inventive?
Yeah.
Like you don't necessarily need to start with the narrative. You need to start with the mechanics of how it happens. Why isn't it an interesting murder?
Well, that's what I find. We'll segue into Wake Up Dead Man, which is the third movie, and the mechanics of the murder mystery and like how it was pulled off and whatever. As the movie went on, I was like less interested in
Yeah.
that, and all the characters and like the whodunit aspect. I don't think it was as strong as definitely not as strong as Knives Out, and maybe not even as Glass Onion in terms of the murder mystery and the whodunit.
yeah,
But I think
but the narrative is stronger.
Yeah, Wake Up Dead Man is the characters are really strong, and that's what I think I enjoyed it just slightly more than Glass Onion. I still think Knives Out is by far the best, but I think I enjoyed Wake Up Dead Man just slightly more than Glass Onion because it does have like a bit more character, and Josh O'Connor
He's
the main-
smashing it
is
lately.
so good,
Agreed.
so
Yeah.
freaking good.
I was telling my mum about him watching it. She watched it with me, and I'm like, he should have been the next James Bond and all this kind of stuff, and he should be.
Yeah.
And Mum's like, he's so weedy looking. I'm like, no, he made a movie called
He's
Like
such a
Chimera.
good-
Where he puts a suit on, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but
That's all
he-
I needed to see.
I think he's good because
Yeah.
he's got range, so he can do anything.
Also,
like
he could
can-
bulk up.
He could.
That's true, yeah.
I
and he's
believe in
been,
him.
Yeah.
but he's been in everything this year. I swear. Like he's,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
getting around.
And he's in the new Spielberg movie,
Yeah.
which we've
Yeah.
mentioned before, but the trailer
Disclosure Day.
Day came out, and we haven't spoken since then. And like I'm worried about it. Like there was some weird CGI, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But him being like the lead, I'm like, he's gonna kill that role. Like he's gonna be so good.
He's very quietly blowing up.
So even
if
the movie ends up being disappointing, I know he's going to like bump
Elevate
it up.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna elevate it, even if it's
and
like,
him and Josh Brolin smashed this movie out of the park.
oh yeah, Alum's main man Josh Brolin's in this,
And Alum, did you learn the right lessons or the wrong lessons from this movie?
Mate, a drunken priest just doing bad things. I'm like, that's
when
it.
when Josh
That's him, mate.
when Josh Brolin's character's doing confession and he's like talking about all
Yeah,
the ways to jack off, I'm like, Alum's loving this. It's like Josh Brolin like deliberately trying to make the other priest
He's
uncomfortable.
like, I did it in a magazine, and then that's the same magazine that he's got right next to him. I'm like, yes, I love it.
So good.
Just the
Yeah,
harassment.
the cast is all good. The performances are really good. It's really fun. It's longer. I think it's the longest of the movies.
But also because I think it's as you said, it's more concerned with the characters than it is the murder. That's not a bad thing.
Benoit Blanc is like takes a seat back in this one.
Yeah.
Like more so than the first two. Like Josh O'Connor's really up the front.
Yeah, he is
for
it's not a Daniel
90%.
Craig movie, it's a Josh O'Connor movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more so than the previous two sort of co-leads.
Yeah, and I quite enjoy that because, like, I think it was with the Glass Onion. It's like he's almost helping trip these people up and then reveal it.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it basically
This one's also he's the
Yeah.
most outside of it.
outside of it.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to me too, because now it's like, in a way, it liberates Rian Johnson because then he can make these movies without having to have Daniel Craig as the star of the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
It's you can tell a story.
He just has to arrive.
Benoit
in
Blanc
order
has to be there to explain it at the end. Blah blah blah. Whole one more thing kind of element.
That's a thought I had is like because I was just saying like I would like to see Rian Johnson do something else like separated from the Knives Out universe, do like an original work and whatever. I'm like, this Wake Up Dead Man could have been an original movie, and it just has Benoit Blanc come in a little bit. And I was kind of thinking, would it be stronger if it was a standalone film? But then people would say, oh, it's kind of similar to...
It's too derivative that way.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting? After I finished the film, I thought it's a perfect companion piece to First Reformed. Almost.
In a way, I mean, there are a lot of movies about priests and like dealing with faith and the community and stuff. I think they're tonally, like obviously First Reformed is very dark and very kind of, maybe cynical is not the right word. Whereas Wake Up Dead Man is, more fun and more...
Yeah.
It's a comedy.
Like there are some serious issues afoot, but still, in a lot of ways, like people's needs in it are quite petty.
Yeah.
And it kind of... given situations in life, it kind of really just really reinforced that for me. I'm like,
One thing I like about the Knives Out, all the Knives Out movie have kind of been about like class divide, the rich and the poor, and like everything's about money.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Benoit Blanc who's on the side, like watching all these people, and then you've got a character who's not wealthy, who is like an outsider looking in, and like, so I like that aspect of it. I think Poker Face has that as well, and I think this is why the movies and the show Poker Face is strong, is because he's good at writing characters and scenarios and banter and comedy and stuff. And then the murder mystery I think was strongest in Knives Out, maybe less so in Glass Onion, and probably the least strong in Wake Up Dead Man. But all the characters and the banter and stuff, that's maybe even a bit stronger than Glass Onion. So overall, I thought it was really good, if not great.
The reduction of murder mystery doesn't necessarily take away from the film.
Yeah, because even though at the end when they reveal the killer, I was like, okay, I don't really care. But what the characters went through and like how they grew.
When a scene replays and the true version of the scene replays, I'm like,
yeah, that's always fun.
The actual filmmaking as well is better than the filmmaking in Glass Onion. Like I think the cinematography is better in this one.
Maybe a little.
It looked gorgeous. Even just like it was playing in theaters in Australia. We didn't get a chance the opportunity to go. So we just watched it at home. But even just watching it on your normal TV, it looks really, really nice.
Every couple of weeks we talk about how Netflix movies look like shit, and the Glass Onion and Wake Up Dead Man are two examples of Netflix movies technically, yes, but they look like real movies. And if you saw them
Yeah.
at the cinema, they'd look like
It's that thing where it's like you've got a real director who has a real reputation. They're going to leave him alone a little bit
Yeah.
and not enforce the Netflix
And I
will
guess
on him.
the movies do well
Yeah.
enough, and they started on theatrical, so it's like they give
Just-
him enough money. And
Yeah, just leave him alone. Like Jake Kelly looked really nice too.
I don't think it looked as good as
No.
the Knives Out
No,
movies.
no.
though.
But it didn't look like
didn't
your.
look-
It didn't look like slop.
It didn't look like
well,
content.
there's
yeah.
there's
a
always
sliding scale,
sliding
yeah.
scale, yeah. Some of them are straight to Netflix like streaming slop, and then other ones like, okay, this is a real movie
Yeah.
from a real film.
This is a
Also-
picture.
As a that's right. As a tangent though, also I really like the logo. So they all have a slightly different logo.
Yeah.
Like the Knives Out, and then you got Glass Onion. I think this is my favorite of his Knives Out logos.
Yeah.
The Wake Up Them. I like the
The
old
font?
school the font. Yes.
Yeah. Also, like at the end of each movie, they have like portraits of all the characters.
Yeah.
So that's cool
That
too.
was cool.
They're all different art style each movie, and this one was like old Renaissance painting or whatever.
But yeah, again, I think this is an encouraging movie for me because it kind of changes your expectations of what a Knives Out movie can be because it was, as you said, it was less.
More character.
It can be more character driven,
Yeah.
which is freeing for Rian Johnson. Surely he can do. There's more room for him to play with it.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, I guess the whole point of the show, kind of like the whole point of the movies and the Poker Face shows, like you introduce new sort of characters who are caught up in this whodunit, and you get to develop them along with the main character. So that's, like I said, yeah, you can do so many of these because you can just bring in a new and basically do an original movie, but with Benoit Blanc as the detective. But yeah, I mean, I would also like to see one that's like even more about Benoit Blanc. But again, maybe that's not really what the movies are
What
about.
about a young Benoit Blanc played by a different actor?
No.
And it's like a 3-part miniseries.
No,
and it's not
no.
and it's not directed by Ryan Johnson.
Stop it.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah.
And it's a Hulu original or something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Also, like again, actors obviously being actors are very good at kind of hiding what they're feeling, but with James Bond, you could really see that Daniel Craig was just tired of this shit.
Oh no, he told you.
I think also the James Bond script got worse and worse, and so it doesn't matter what he did. Like,
but the way he played it, you could again like it's,
You can tell people
obviously-
having fun.
obviously, an actor
I think-
is obviously acting the whole time, right?
it doesn't.
Yeah.
But you can, I feel in certain situations, you kind of feel the spirit of a person in the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in the James Bond, as tall as the talent, it was not there.
It doesn't help that the James Bond movies got more boring and less fun, and the writing got worse, and so yeah, you can tell Daniel Craig
Yeah.
was, sort of, I guess, just in tune with that level of energy, whereas the Knives Out movies is like everyone's having fun.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
It's
can
also
tell.
more theatrical, which I think he enjoys. As maybe it's because of his background as an English actor. It's like more of a not traditional role, but it's like he gets to put on a costume,
Yeah,
put on
it's
a fake accent. He gets to be silly.
It's
Yeah.
a bit more theatre.
Bond is like
Yeah.
more subdued, more stoic, whereas Benoit Blanc is like more
out of this
flamboyant.
world, kind of, yeah.
And it's different locations, and it's like different ways of the character interacting with people.
Yeah.
So it's like it's because it's a different situation every time. So it's like that situation would affect Daniel Craig's performance and like just the surroundings because like he does like. Is there a lot of CG in Wake Up Dead Man?
There would be a few visual effects for erasing bits and pieces, but not excessive.
It probably feels better for him to act in these movies because it's more on location with sets and in buildings. Whereas there'd be a lot of CG in the Bond films.
Yeah, the Bond films were mostly good for practical stunts and effects, but that's again like different. That's an action movie. That's
Which Bond film was the? It starts off. It's like a Day of the Dead festival.
Spectre?
That's Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yeah.
I like that scene. Still had some.
That was
feeling.
good. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, they're different.
we're not
Very
discussing that,
different
yeah.
different kinds of movie, different kinds of performance, and you can tell Daniel Craig's having fun, and the rest, they're all having fun.
Yeah.
And I think
Especially
I remember
Josh Brolin. I get to spew hate speech for 3 hours? Yeah. Here we go.
I think I remember when Knives Out came out, and we were like, I think James Bond Daniel Craig was still doing James Bond, so we were like, he would look better with a mustache, but obviously he couldn't do it because he was still filming James Bond or whatever, and they couldn't
didn't
change
just
his
they just CG it out. Like
yeah,
Superman.
they couldn't change his hair or whatever. And then in the second, in Glass Onion, his hair is a bit longer, but he doesn't have a mustache. In this one, he's got like much longer hair and like a short beard. I'm like, oh yeah, I like this.
But is every movie his hair's gonna keep getting longer and his beard?
More disheveled.
It's like Benoit Blanc, homeless dude.
I guess it's it's just I guess if he did have the
solve a
mustache,
murder, just give me some money.
if he did have the mustache, then it would be too much like Poirot, and it would be too like Southern gentleman with the and it's like okay, maybe it's a bit much, but I like how he doesn't just look like James Bond like he did in Knives Out or whatever.
Yeah. Overall, great movie.
Yeah, great movie. It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
Don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on it. Don't die on
Stay
it.
woke.
it.
Watch it.
But also, again, like considering things that are happening in our personal lives, just also the part where Josh Brolin's character is, in church doing a sermon and he like picks out a person to bully.
Yeah.
Just, like, again, just
that's another strong part of the movie. Is like you've got Josh Brolin, who's the sort of fire and brimstone preacher, and you've got Josh O'Connor, who's like the more
liberal,
accepting, progressive. Yeah. So yeah, the character stuff
great
is more
fury
strong.
and vengeance.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he just like takes a sip. Goes to
his
the
little
corner
flask.
thing, takes a little flask. Like, I know.
That's Alan's kind of
Like,
preacher.
Yeah.
Me too, Josh. Me too. you gotta
Sneak in the
you gotta keep the
communion
people
wine.
on short leaf, all right?
Yeah.
You give
Hey,
too much freedom.
We've ran out of the communion wine, and I wonder why.
Yeah.
Alan's
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
There's like
It's his way of communing with the blood of
There's
Christ.
like
Yes.
one service a week, but they get like a crate of wine every couple of days. They're like, what's going on here? Are you questioning Jesus?
yeah.
He's just slurring.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
No? All right, yeah.
Josh O'Connor.
He's so
A1.
good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's good in everything.
I don't
mean,
think
it's a great cast overall. It has Jeremy Renner, famous for the
Yeah.
old Jeremy Renner app, if you were lucky enough to have that on your phone.
Yeah, Glenn Close.
You know about that, right? He had an app where you could post about Jeremy Renner, and sometimes he could sell
That's
the
weird.
only
get
He's
all
a
your
weird guy.
updates
The
about
only
Jeremy
way the
Renner.
app would be worth it is you could buy crypto on it as well.
I'm
Fortune,
sure, yeah.
fortune favors the bold, as one Matt Damon said. I think.
Yeah, well, it also stars Andrew Scott. He was good in this.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Wright. I want to read those
Jeffrey
books.
Wright's so good.
I want to read those books that the Andrew Scott's character wrote. No, like the fiction.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
the science
pulp
fiction.
sci-fi
Yeah.
and fantasy
Yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah,
that's cool. Let me read them.
He's just
Yeah.
a sad Stephen King, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but aren't we all?
But more, like he's red pilled,
Yeah.
red pilled,
Yeah.
like. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was a good movie.
movie.
So yeah, we're just doing a short mini-sode, taking a few weeks off for Christmas and New Year. Just thought we'll put this out, and
Yeah.
so we're not radio silence for too long.
No, watch all the Christmas movies. I'll try and get this episode out tonight.
Yeah, we plan to do a big Christmas episode, but maybe we'll leave that for the new year and just do like a catch-up
Before,
episode
we
or
head,
whatever.
before we head off, Nathan, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Of all time, I think we've done this before.
We have.
We'll do it again.
Well, should we do what's the
just say
best one you
recently.
watched recently?
We'll just do recently. I reckon I vibed really hard with The Night Before. I rewatched that. It's its 10th anniversary this year.
Hmm.
10 years ago.
years-
10 years ago, we saw this movie in the cinemas, Alum, in
Yeah.
front of the lovely older couple in front of us, a mother and a daughter.
Oh shit!
And yeah, 10 years ago, mate. How time flies for us in the studio.
This is one where I was like,
Yep.
Well, we're young.
"What? Come on,
So,
while we're young."
for audiences
There's like a
aren't aware-
90-something-year-old lady walking out. I'm like, "Ah, shit."
For audiences unaware, if you haven't seen The Night Before, there's some graphic moments in that movie with, some penises
It's
and
a
whatnot.
Seth Rogen
Some-
comedy.
Seth Rogen
Yeah.
comedy. And, that there was a couple of people, a mother and a daughter, both, maybe middle-aged and elderly. And they turned around to us after the movie and said, well, it wasn't really a mum movie, was
Yeah.
it? And we had a giggle, and then Alan
Yeah.
forgot they were in front of us and was like, come on, what are we
Well,
doing?
yeah.
And they was like, and then when we realized what was happening, we obviously apologized, but it was very funny.
James.
I've been watching a lot recently, but the one I want to highlight is a documentary called I Am Santa Claus, which came out in 2014, which it follows like 4 different mall Santas, guys who dress up as Santa during Christmas, and it follows their journey throughout the year before and what they have to do to get prepared and their just personal lives and how that affects them as Santa. And one of those Santas is Mankind. What's his name?
Yeah, I need to talk about
completely
Mankind.
Mick
Rest-
Foley.
Nick
Mick Foley. Jesus, I've completely blanked out. Yeah, one of the Santas is Mick Foley because he loves Santa, and he's like, well, I want to try and be
Yeah.
Santa. So if
When the kid's naughty, he just like hits him with a baseball bat on top of some like
give him the
thumbtacks.
He
chair.
gets the sock out.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a really interesting, cool little documentary that in these dark times kind of restored my faith in humanity. Yeah.
Callum, what have you been vibing with?
Well, my favorite of all time, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Well, number one, It's a Wonderful Life. But
Yeah, that's the goat.
Eyes Wide Shut.
I've only seen the porno version of that.
Eyes
Wait,
wide slut.
The original, I was going to say the original version is the porno version, but
You
yeah,
should,
it's
if you
not
haven't
great.
seen it, you should watch it. It's great. But
Yeah.
the 4K
I think
came out.
You reckon Alan would like a Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yeah, I
it's got
do.
his kind of humor.
I do.
Like that.
Have you not
Yeah.
seen it, Alan?
Is that the one that came out?
1992 it came out.
Was there a
There's a bunch of Muppets
reboot or
movies.
something of it, like in the
There
2010s?
there was the Muppets movie in 2011, and then I think a sequel to that in like 2014. But those weren't Christmas.
Watch a Muppets Christmas
Okay.
Carol, Alan. I
Might-
think
might do
you'll
that.
enjoy it.
I think it's got your kind of sense of humor.
Because Christmas is against my religion, you know.
Yeah, but
Some of
Christmas
us,
movies.
Some of us do come from heathen backgrounds,
Yeah.
but we do live in a Christian
Yeah.
country. And
You enjoy. You enjoy.
so I have to
some of
partake in the
Christmas
consumerism
movies.
of Christmas.
He does.
You enjoy the
I-
Christmas eggnog
Yeah,
with a
getting-
healthy dose
The
of
spirit of the
alcohol.
thing.
getting tanked on Christmas. I'm
Yeah.
just looking through how many Christmas films I've seen. I haven't seen very many, so sadly, I'm gonna have to go with Home Alone.
That's a good. That's one of
No,
the.
that's a
one
good
of the
one.
And
greats.
I think
Yeah.
part of the beauty of it is the terrible acting by Macaulay Culkin.
What? He's great. Yeah.
made my family disappear.
When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone. You hear me? I'm living alone.
I-
So good.
Again, like Family Guy edits of stuff is just hilarious. 'cause
Oh,
we
yeah.
talked about this on the Back to the Future episode where it's like, your kids, Marty, it's your kids. You know, she marries a black man. There's a Family Guy edit of this where it's like, you know, there's the door's hot and like there's a bit of ice on the
Oh
stairs.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, maybe just don't go down the stairs or something. And then Macaulay Culkin's character comes out. He's like, I'm gonna do this and this, and they just shoot him in the head.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
I
remember
know.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Uh,
like the hilarity of the situation of just, hey, go to stay at a friend's house, or you send
yeah.
a friend's parents over and be like, can you pick up our kid? And the whole thing's solved.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of movies, but I
Yeah.
think in the world of the movie, like all the neighbors had gone as
on
well.
holiday.
And
Because they're rich white people, I tells you.
yeah.
That house, you know.
They
and
deserve to be robbed.
Yeah.
That was, you can't be that rich and be doing something good,
good. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
other people.
Feeding that many kids and still you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
tipping, pizza guys and stuff like $100.
Anyway.
But yeah, again, shout out to Brunswick Picture House. We were very lucky to go and see Muppets Christmas Carol and It's a Wonderful Life. I hadn't seen It's a
Mhm.
Wonderful Life before, and I think seeing it on the big screen was the best way to
Oh.
watch it.
Oh, I said
Incredible.
it was the ending is so emotional. Like I was saying to people, if I had had a few drinks in me, I probably would have cried at the ending.
Yeah, it's such a powerful, amazing film.
Great movie.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be
Yeah,
That's it for-
maybe
for
we'll
tonight.
talk a bit more about Christmas. We'll see what happens in the next few
Yeah.
weeks, and we might do
Do a
another
roundup.
episode. We might not.
yeah.
We'll see. But if not, have a good Christmas or
And a
whatever
happy
you
New Year.
celebrate, and a very happy New
Happy
Year and a
Hanukkah.
safe, happy Hanukkah and a Quincy Kwanzaa was Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa.
Question mark. Does the Islamic faith do anything around Christmas time, or is it just a no-go zone for them?
No, I
Only-
think they just do the Ramadans.
Yeah,
That changes every year.
because Ramadan changes. Sometimes it aligns with Christmas.
I think the next time it's going to align with Christmas is in like 5-6 years or something
Yeah,
like that.
the last time it happened was a while ago.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, anyway, stay safe out
Happy
there,
holidays
everyone.
to everyone.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Stay
Don't-
sane.
Don't drink and
Santa,
drive.
if you're listening, I want a big booty Latina for Christmas. It's the top of my list.
Mate, Alfred, you're on the bottom of a really long list now.
Thanks for listening, everyone. You can catch the Tuesday Review on all the social media garbage, or some of the social media garbage, at Tuesday Review AU on the YouTube, the Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Newsmast. At Tuesday Review AU. We're also on Letterboxd. I'm Nathan B_90.
I'm channeldrifter.
I'm Callum Tuesday.
And I'm Alum20.
Yeah, so I guess rate us 5 stars when you can, and keep an eye out on the socials for our shenanigans, especially Instagram. We probably post the most.
Yeah.
Instagram. Thanks to everyone. Adios, cousins.